I'm back. Yes, I'm still trying to cram a brekkie smoke. Sorry. I've got no time. Have to. Now, as I was saying to those of you who are new, welcome. We're going to do the general part of the reading. If you're wanting to make a booking later, there will be the link directly below. Otherwise, you can look at another video, you know, and it'll have the website link on it. What I'm feeling for you guys is unique. Now, I've named it, oops, I did it again. Hi, Chelsea. Because there's been something that's been going on that you're trying to go into hermit mode. But also, you're sort of giving your power away. You're thinking you're giving your power away. Or you're thinking external situations are toxic, and you're looking at certain people. Yes, that's a Britney Spears song. I was like, okay, what am I going to call this one? And I was trying to tune into the energy. Hello, Heather. And I was thinking, okay, what am I feeling? Oops, I did it again. Now, you're mad at yourself for doing something again, number one. You're also wondering why you're doing something you keep doing. And you're then questioning that. You're also are having some issues with friendships. Or triggers or things that are coming up in a sense that they're reminding you of something. You're also missing a person from the past. I hope this friend of mine doesn't message because she's in Melbourne and I hope she realises I'm on YouTube. So if she calls and this cuts off, I'm going to have to start the video again. What was the other song that was coming through for you guys? I was trying to tune into it. It's kind of gone now. Let me think. It's gone. It's like you feel an aspect outside yourself is causing you to go into hermit mode, and you don't know why you're doing it, but you keep doing it. You're also angry at someone, but you're angry at the wrong person. And again, this is a similar energy, and I don't know why this is coming through for February. It must be a relevant energy that we're feeling. It's like we're looking outside of ourselves instead of inside of ourselves, so this might be a relevant energy. I used to very much do the general kind of part of the reading for everyone, but no one watched it, so I've tuned more into each individual sign, but this appears to be a regular theme. Now, I do feel some of you are, there's been cross wires, and you're misunderstanding, misinterpreting a situation. So externally to you, of a non-romantic nature, you're getting confused by a dynamic. You're also questioning your road. You're questioning whether the anger that's inside of you, that's now getting projected out, connected to friendships or connected to family members, you're mad at them, but you need to actually go down the path less traveled. Where does that come from? What are you actually really angry at? And I had a person ask me that the other day. What are you actually angry at? You have these blocks. Now, these blocks are connected to your base chakra again, because again, I'm getting like a heavy weight in the belly. Now, this can be connected to fertility. This can also be connected to family or soul family. For some of you, I've just seen 111 on the clock. It could be connected to twin flame. And again, I don't like tapping into that energy because, you know, in general, a connection as such. Now, with this, you're missing this person. You're also, I can feel a karmic energy coming through as well. You're stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Now, karmic can be anything. I don't directly connect karmic to a physical love interest. Karmic can be a cycle. It can be a family member. Situations that are going to come up to trigger you or block you. So it could be your children, it could be, you know, an ex-partner, however this is going to directly relate to you. I'm going to hurry up and try and finish this cigarette so I can really get down to it. So for you physically, I feel you move forward and then you're stepping back. You're also doing a great deal of purging. Now, I feel that you're saying, I want to feel safe. and you're jumping from the 5D to the 3D. So you're going into your spiritual self, and you know, that's when you're moving very perfectly, everything's flowing, you have faith, and then you're hitting rock bottom and you're going, okay, wow, you know, I'm getting a bit of a reality check. You're also getting energies coming in. So it feels energies of past, energies of a direction you want to go. So for some of you, this could be a person you're trying to rein back into your life. For others of you, it could be really you're on the fence and you're like, where do I go, left or right, left or right? What do I do? I can hear a whirlybird winging on the roof. It's irritating me. Now, down to business. These triggers you're going to need to directly deal with. Also, I feel you, although, how do I put it? You feel grounded inside, but there's going to be little situations coming up. So generally speaking, you do feel grounded. You know the direction you want to go in. You can see the clarity of it. Also, what you're feeling is, as I've said in a previous video, again, this energy feels relevant to you guys. You are seeing something on the 3D, yet environmentally, like your higher self is telling you that's not what's happening. So do you understand what I'm saying? Someone is speaking a certain way, if they're physically speaking, or you're seeing something a certain way and you're going, okay, so that's the way it's traveling. But then internally speaking, your compass is telling you that's so not what's going to happen. Now, the aha moment is please follow your intuition. Please do not listen to external, because at the moment we are really being triggered from the external to question our path. And that's for all zodiac signs. So you need to actually meditate. You need to keep incredibly grounded as to what you're needing to do and not question your spiritual path. It's taking, like many times you're feeling very fatigued. This can be you doing a great deal of purging as well. Now, for some of you, it might be, again, base chakra, kidney infections, fertility, backaches. I feel you're detoxifying, but you're also prone to absorbing toxicity as well. You know, energies around you. Your like attracts like, so be very careful of your environment in the month of February. Try and use your home as your bubble. So be it you've only got a bedroom because you're sharing. Try and, I can see one person who is on here at the moment and their room is very dark. They have a wood post bed, like a 4-post bed. It doesn't have to be that their posts are very high. Their room is very dark. Now, you need to cleanse that room. You also need to open the curtains. I feel a very heavy energy in there. So please use your room as your bubble. When you come home, you're absorbing that toxic energy during the day. Also, external sources that are coming towards you are very much, you're thinking energetically you need to retreat. You actually physically don't. Live through the energy. It's there to guide you. By you retreating, you're avoiding evolving. You're avoiding the divine guidance that universe is giving you physically, which is the tests, the adversity, and situations like that. You're questioning your strength. You're giving your power away, so to speak. So retreat when necessary, but don't remain there. You do not need to go into a cocoon state to protect yourself. That bubble is at the end of the day, so to speak. When you're energetically needing to rest, yes, do rest. But I am seeing for a lot of you, you're thinking that that's what you need to do in order to be safe. No, it's not. You need to address the energy as such, go through the vibe, and don't stay in hermit mode, because you're going to prevent forward motion if you do that. Now, I'm going to pull some clarity cards connected to that, because there's a reason why you're doing it, because you're going over an old paradigm of a way of doing something. You don't need to do that. I do feel a lot of you are going from feeling very grounded to, it is what it is, to then other days where you're going, ooh, too heavy in energy. I really do need to move away. You know, I've got to keep away. Is it divinely guided? Now, karmics. Karmic energy keeps coming through. Be cautious not to project, because I do feel you're going to be up in your head. You're also going to be coming to a place where you're questioning your path, and then you're going back on track to the path you were working on. There's left, right, and fence sitting. So I really feel you're on the fence at the moment. You're waiting for clarity. You're waiting to gain that perspective on this situation. So let's see what's going on. Again, home. You're wanting to be home. Now, your spiritual self needs to get grounded, but you also need to challenge that energy. You need to come to a place where you live through the yuck, because it's what's going to aid you in forward motion. Please don't sweep it under the carpet. Address the issue. You know, for some of you, you might feel the best course of action is to just focus on self. Yes, we're doing that at all times, but don't get so up in your head. That's ego directly related, and by doing that, you get stuck in an aspect and you're unable to finish or deal with that aspect of purging connected to ego. Because ego can very much block you, and you know, never take that personally when that's coming up. I very much have been through that myself, and you know, had work done on me directly connected to it. When it comes up, it's because you're directly guided to deal with an aspect that is causing a trigger. So it's like the little birdie on your shoulder having a chat to you saying, you know that old way of doing something? Yeah, you need to go back and do that because that's what kept you safe. But it's an old way of thinking, because as I've said in previous videos, you can't break what's broken. Once you've broken, you've actually learnt a very valuable lesson. Your intuition is high. Your vibration is high. Because you're releasing aspects of control, and when you release that and you go with the flow, the laws of attraction step into play, and that's when things are flowing. But you're not letting that natural cycle flow by questioning it or removing yourself from technology. Yes, okay, divinely guided, do such, but don't feel you need to run from what triggers you, because that's what's preventing you from growing. You're not using your actions. You're afraid of your actions, and I've got to find out why. For some of you, I'm feeling this is directly linked to romance and to do with external people maybe questioning your path. It's making you feel imbalanced, but it is directly connected to connections. Now, this can be people entering situations and placing their opinions on you. It can be, you know, okay, another thing that's coming through is your workload. But I feel external. I feel external people, almost like you've got a fog in your brain. Now, you had wanted, again, 4 has come up for you. Something either transpired around Christmas, and this might have been a phase you've been going through since Christmas or since before Christmas. I'm hearing November, December, January, moving into February. Now you've got to knock yourself out of that, because you're repeating the cycle. You need to finish and finalize that aspect, because from then you've been stuck, and it's like you're being home is where you feel safe. You need to rephrase that situation. Home is not the only safe level. You need to understand you are the tool in order to keep yourself safe. You keep yourself in a sense of shelter, safe from harm. Your intuition is there. Your throat chakra is there. Your heart chakra is there. When you close these aspects, it's directly linked to a block. You need to then work back on where it stems. So then say, okay, something's triggered me in a sense of my heart. Where does that lie? Where does it come from? And when you work back on it, you actually have this awakening connected to it to then finalize that kind of phase, and you move on to the next phase. And then you're not stuck in hermit mode. You have the intelligence to do this. You know better than that, and you know what you're doing. Now, it might be that you're physically studying, but you can do both. And by going back into this, that what you're walking away from will not be there for you after. You need to question why you're shutting situations out and why you're shutting down. Because this is an opinion you have on yourself, that unless you are that, people won't accept you. That unless you're driven, focused, educated, smart, You're very strict on your energy. You're trying to be perfect, but you're also avoiding an aspect of essential life, which is living. It might be you're manifesting, but it feels you're studying an aspect of something. Study you. Study on you. Now, I feel you're questioning a road. Now, energetically speaking, you're doing something that you're wanting to do, but there's something else you're wanting to do. You're also not knowing how to go about it, so you're not doing anything. Does that make sense? Yeah, you're doing something an old way. You need to change it up. You need to change the dynamic. But you also do have a loved one on the other side. That is a female figure. It doesn't have to be a grandmother. It feels an older, mature female that is guiding you through the situation and protecting you. Again, now this person doesn't have to be old. It can be a female figure that is, how do I put it? A soul connection to you, and they're guiding you. The age does not count. Emotionally speaking, they could have been younger, but in their age bracket and soul years, it feels they're very old souls. They're guiding you through this process. They're trying to show you the way. You're not understanding that part of this process of what you're going through right now is part of your road, but you're not wanting to look at it. Somewhere along the line, you're actually saying, this is getting quite difficult. Maybe I need to walk away. And I'm going to pull a clarifier on that, because I do feel this is romantic, but it could be challenges directly connected. So I'll pull 2 style cards directly connected to what this is about. I just swore. I can't believe I just swore. Calling in your soulmate. You're wanting to walk away from it. Twin flame, soulmate. Okay, you're not wanting to look at it. You're going, oh, this is getting too hard. I can't do this. And you're going, ugh. Okay, for those of you who this is not what it's about, what advice do we have? Okay, 2 cards. Stop trying to make something happen. Maybe by you saying you need to not do something, you don't want the path. It's because you're pushing it that it's getting so hard. Go with the flow. And have faith in yourself. You're losing faith in yourself. So if you're educating yourself or you're spiritually growing yourself, it's 2 things. It's number 1, a vision or quest connected to someone you love. You're wanting to give up on it, but your loved one on the other side is helping you. Have faith. At a spiritual realm, you know, stop trying to control the flow. Trust in the process that it's divinely guided. It is coming. It's natural. You get to that. Oh, you know, I'm really getting cheesed off with this. At an emotional level, whatever you're directly working on, stop trying to get there 20 steps ahead, because you're going to exhaust yourself. And then all you're going to be doing is hermit mode, because you're going to be busting your butt doing Groundhog Day. You don't keep the balance. It will not fulfill you if you're just doing one thing. And you've got to trust your intuition connected to it. Have a look on the outside. If what you're doing and how you're applying your energy, if somebody else was doing this to you, how would you directly relate? Try and have compassion connected to if this is a person coming into your life. If you've energetically done work, they need to energetically do work. Have peace towards yourself as well, in a sense of, you know, mentally have a break just for a little bit. Just go, I'm just going to go with the flow, because really, come February, I am feeling we know something's coming, but we don't know how it's going to go. And that's okay. You just have to get into that okayness in that. And I'm going to leave that on that note. Let's see what else is coming through. Okay. I can feel the energy of a friend. We're going to tune into this energy. Some of you are projecting outwards, directly connected to a previous situation. You have a current situation going on in your life. Now, for some of you, this is work. a work colleague, they're triggering you. That's the first area I need to address. Work colleague. I'll look at it in a moment. Oh, bugger it, I'll look at it now. Okay, they're blocking you. They're not letting you proceed to the next level. That is frustrating you. And they're knocking the flow of situations. You're not seeing the gift in this position at the moment. Now, friendships. There is a friendship you're directly linked to, or friendships, and you're doing a bit of internal work. So you're thinking right now for you, what's best is for you to go into hermit mode. Now, I wouldn't say completely you have like shut it down, but you are experiencing anger connected to it. You don't know why you're feeling anger, but again, I will say this is not connected to this person. You need to dig back into where this comes from. You need to track back where this is coming from. It's a trigger point. Yeah. Oh, trust me. There's going to be assertiveness. But you need to direct it in the correct area because you're looking at it the wrong way. Okay. Now, you're not letting go of this friendship. You're not letting go of the anger either. Now, be very careful how you use your energy because like attracts like. So, if you're being triggered and it's sending you into a tangent of, you know, getting angry and starting to project that anger out, it's going to come back. So, be careful what you're putting out because what goes out does come back. You are going to get grounded and there still is a connection within this friendship. But you need to do some work internally and not depend on what is outside. You need to really do the work inside to realize this isn't about this person. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Now, let's go into couples because I think you're very tired. You're really unsure about what way to go. Some of you have been feeling unwell and foggy. You're not either wanting to go one way or the other. Couples. Okay, you're resting at the moment. You're really wanting to rest. You're wanting some of the hurdles in your life to change as well. But it's like you're butting heads connected to something. Look. It may be a block connected to the way you want your road to go, or again, I'm hearing external. I'm hearing things are triggering you from external to your partnership, and, you know, emotionally inside, it's causing a delay. Now, for some of you, I don't know why I'm seeing money as a trigger point. I'm also seeing some of you are emotionally spending. You do have goals and ambitions, and look, a holiday that you had might have been put on hold. That has frustrated you. A plan of action connected to an asset or a home. I feel for some of you, you might have wanted to apply money connected to home. That's been put on hold a bit, but I do see contracts and paperwork happening. Okay, due to maybe a holiday that's already gone, this could have been Christmas, New Year, school break, there's been a bit of backward motion financially speaking. Whatever this was, this small snippet of a break, some of you it's been a lot longer, but it was because you had a break, okay? Now this is financially and emotionally puts you in a predicament where you're now placing a plan of action. This can cause conflict in your relationship as well. You might be having to do too many things just to make ends meet. Budgeting the books, running errands, maybe doing 2 jobs. you know there's trouble and you're thinking, gosh, what way are we going to handle this? How are we going to directly handle what's to come in the future? You're trying to manifest though. So this could just be energetically your feeling to do with the way you're processing something. I'll pick that up in a minute because there's a few things coming through. Now, you want something to go a certain way. And although there has been a few delays, I am feeling, emotionally speaking, it is going to go the way you're wanting it. Your hopes are coming back. And, you know, you can manifest this. And again, 7 is relevant for you guys. So please look into 7. Now, your partner's being very patient. And they're wanting to get some things, you know, on the road connected to what you're wanting to do. They are undecided about how they're going to deal with it. And I do feel for some of you, you may have had a fight. Their energy is a very stubborn energy. The way they see things, it's like they've said it, that they feel it, and it's like, if that makes sense. But things are changing. Even these triggers connected to your communication conflict, I am seeing things are going to change. And it's due to their external stresses that they're actually projecting, but you're actually mirroring each other. You know, and this situation has been overwhelming for the both of you. Now, there has been a bit of jealousy coming through on your side. And it might have been, you know, kind of confusion or misunderstandings. It might be due to an external situation where you're looking at their life and how things are flowing and, gosh, why haven't we got this done yet? Why haven't we got our shit together? Do you know what I mean? It just feels like you're being too hard. You're getting up in your head about it, but you just need to go with the flow with it because you're sending that signal out, which is going to attract that frequency. So it's like you're frustrated by that and you're thinking, gosh, why haven't we got this movement happening? You know, you still are very grounded in a sense that you know you have all the skills to make what you're wanting to manifest happen, both within the relationship and, you know, what you're wanting in the future. But due to a past tense situation, you know, this is triggering you. It's bringing up old memories. And I do really feel you're questioning if something else is going on. But again, like this card, although this does discuss, and again, I'm psychic, so I don't look directly at, you know, what the cards say. More in a sense, I pick up a vibe. Now, the first vibe I'm hearing is 1, this is about the past, and it's coming up again. Now, I can see finances directly connected in a sense of frustration that you wanted to be somewhere financially. I can see frustrations connected to children for some of you. And what way to go. This is also connected to a past tense situation. They do talk about third party with this, but the way I'm feeling, some people can actually be divorced, remarried, reconnected, children externally. So, you know, try and tap into that. You're processing a lot at the moment, Scorpio. You're really feeling that you're needing to... Yes, I could. I'll do the reading first. You're really trying to find, you know, a solution to the pain. But it's like you're suppressing something. You're looking back over, you know, either childhood, directly connected to family, or this is connected to a situation that happened within a previous relationship or this dynamic. Now, your partner at the moment, you're feeling they're not putting the energy in, and, you know, or the direction it was going, you're feeling they're not seeing the potential of the direction that you're suggesting and what you're wanting to happen. That's okay. And some of their energy is they're going back to their old ways of doing things. So it's like, look, if they were, this could be if they're being selfish with their time or they're working too much, but it feels more it's a hobby directly connected to what they like doing. You're sort of looking at them thinking, you know, why are you doing that? Why are we going back over old ground? And I feel this is where this old trigger's coming from. This is this old thing of going, I don't want to go back there again. Like, let's not go back there again. This again, and this came through in the Cancer video, I do feel in February we're being triggered, and it's to own our power. We're really getting to the point where we're going, that thing that you've been doing that's really been cheesing me off, yeah, we need to talk about that like right now. Okay. This person is going to be fair when it comes to it, and down to the core they are a good person, but you're going over old ground this month. They're also following their instincts, so they know that this is going to cause a trigger. But I feel they're like standing in the, how do I put it? They're sort of sitting there and they're going, well, I know that's going to happen, but it's like they're not doing anything, and I don't know why they're not doing anything. Let's have a look. I feel they've got comfortable, and you're thinking, nah, don't you get too comfortable, because I'm not going back over old ground here. Now, again, this can be external, and, you know, this could be more on your side. Now, I'm picking up a few energies again. This can be, if you're separated, this could be children, and an ex-partner. This could be on either side, but it feels something is going up, and you're looking at it thinking, well, maybe they're removing their energy because it's actually not their department. Also, there is another energy coming through, and it's like, but I don't want to deal with that. So, you know, it's like this immature energy. So it's two things. It's either they're physically, it's not their department, so they're kind of staring, glaring, going, you know what, whatever, and they're doing the old way of the way they handle things. But I do feel it's like they're just not, they're not doing what they need to do. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, these cards fell out sideways, and I always read these this way as neither here nor there. Now, this is where their cards have fallen. Okay, romantic feelings. It might be that they're up in their head and dealing with things the way they want to, and they're just doing them. They are feeling like they're having a bit of a selfish energy. Now, this could be due to some situation going on in their life, and I would suggest going and actually looking at the situation and working out from their video what's going on with them. Otherwise, welcome to book a reading. Okay. The connection with you is neither here nor there as well. And again, this could be internally due to something that is going on with them, or that they're going back over old ground again. They're not even worried, and I feel there's a bit of ego here. Or no, I wouldn't even say ego. Like, they don't care that something's going to go a certain way. So it's not they haven't seen the signs, but they're not even bothered by the signs. They're just doing them. And connected to a past tense situation, because again, this energy can be directly connected to a past tense situation, not just an ex. But I'm also feeling it could be an ex or an old way that something they've done. Again, you know, third party situation. This could be just this energy, and they're like, I don't want to talk about that again. No, and it's like their energy has just plateaued down, where it's almost shut down mode, and very, how do I put it, not wanting to deal. That's the energy I'm feeling right now. I hope this makes sense. The communication is a bit problematic, but I don't think you're going to want to really deal with it in that way, if that makes sense. It's going to really frustrate, it's going to really piss you off. I feel your pain. Now, I'm going to pull some cards because I want to know why they're doing that. There's two. There's two reasons. I feel there's two reasons. There's two waves of them, so. Okay. What cards do I use? I'll use the love cards. Okay, for those of them who this is about something going on with them. So it's not directly about you. It's not they're wanting to hurt you. What is going on with them? Because there's two energies coming through. Okay. Now, it isn't about you. And that's 50-50, and you'll know if this directly relates to you. So if they're actually being playful with you, and they're trying to hide what's really going on. You know, and maybe they're talking to their friends. They're still keeping an open mind, and they still are friendly towards you. It's because they feel they're not worthy of love directly connected to a previous situation. They're feeling very guilty about the way life has gone, and internally they're going through the dark night of the soul, and they're trying to heal that aspect. Okay, for those of them who are just being outright being like, I don't care, why are they doing this? Okay. They're going to make a decision about what's going on. And I feel it's like they've made a decision, but they're just not doing anything. They haven't gone anywhere. They don't feel that spiritually and emotionally they're connected. And romantically speaking, it's like they're shutting down. Why? And it could be due to maybe the third party card. But I don't feel it's another energy. I just feel it's like, you know, a chapter is finalizing, if that makes sense. Yeah, something's changed. So energetically for them, something's changed, and they've like checked out, but haven't physically, you know, wanted to move on. So this will directly relate to how your given situation is, because there was two energies coming through. Okay, singles. Let's see what's going on with you guys. I'm just trying to keep tuning, Jen. Shall lose my flow. I don't know if they'd feel as amazing if their partner cheated on them. I think they'd be thinking that. For those of you, if that is the case, the first thing that's come through is, I feel financially speaking, the first thing that I'm hearing is you guys financially are going to be okay. I do see a business, so don't trip. You're going to be good, so don't fret. They've actually been holding you back. Oops, I did it again. Remember the name of this video. You know. You just know. It would be more, I do feel if that is the case, it's something that's already transpired. It's something that's already happened. I don't feel it's a new energy. I feel it's something in a sense where they just maybe had retreated and left you and come back. I don't feel it's something that is current energy. So if that isn't relating to you, then your situation's the other one, okay? This is more, through the cards I was picking, it's more a past tense event of something that someone has done in a partner sense towards a Scorpio. So if their energy is playful, then no, they're not. It's more something going on with them directly connected to their past. Are you getting me? Okay, they're all shuffled. Singles. Singles. Where are we at? 30. I think we've done quite well, Scorpio. Oh. Scorpio. You're not wanting to do something. You're not quite sure. You're kind of stuck. You're not really, but you are. You're thinking, oh, do I do it? I can see for some of you maybe communication. Wanting to communicate something, but going with the flow. Yeah, going with the flow. It's like, do I, don't I, do I, don't I? Am I don't feel completely questioning the path. I feel you very much are on the path, but it's almost like you're trusting destiny. You kind of you're trying to keep faith in destiny. and things are coming at you, but you're like, and again, I do feel for some of you, you are wanting to go into hermit mode. But this can be more energetically, you're tired, you know. Yeah, correct, Jen. You're just tired. You're thinking, I want to sleep. And then you're like, oh, I'm hungry. You know, your flow. You might be getting kidney infections. Excuse the expression. Some of you, maybe your bowel, it just feels lower. Base chakra. It might be sick stomach, and then very tired. Again, you know, some of you, I'm feeling headaches, neck aches. It's you're aligning correctly. What I'm getting is you're actually awakening. So you're going through a stage of awakening, and I never truly believe it's like in one hit, like, yeah, we're there. I don't believe that, sorry. Yeah, look, becoming ill is, again, purging. So you're purging. Have fun with that. It's growth. Yeah. Yeah, we do. We need emojis. Okay, singles. Ooh, now a lot of energy has been coming through again as karmic energy. Karmic energy in a sense of family members, people pulling triggers from you, people placing their opinions, friendships. I'm talking more toxic friendships. Also, some of you, if you've separated, or you're moving towards a soulmate, twin, someone you directly love, someone you're waiting to come back from the past, you're having another energy come in. Now, this other energy is tempting. They're like 3D perfectness of, well, it's here right now. You know, energetically, there's a connection. It's a different connection, though. It isn't that of, wow, this is it, but you're tempted because you've been on a path. This feels for more of you. Yeah, okay, 50. Not all of you are quite there yet. The ones of you who are directly looking at a road, a path, a person, I do feel an outside influence coming in to be flirtatious or making an offer, and it can be someone also from the past trying to come in to balance you out. Now, I don't feel this person who's moving in towards you has an ill energy, but they are not the person who you've been waiting for. That's what I'm hearing. Now, I do feel you're working on something. You're working on yourself. And again, you're focusing on healing. You're really thinking about your past. And again, you get the same card. This can be someone who hurt you in the past. But again, I am hearing they're going through the process of change. So if you're purging that and you're going from, and this is for those of you who are focused on a person, have they changed? You know, oh gosh, I'd take them back. A, B, C, D, however it goes. Others of you are focused on your childhood and situations that have hurt you in your life, and it feels 3 key areas of life are core, and they're going to be coming up in February for an aspect of purging. You've been hoping for this or that person, you know, for it to move, and you're thinking, gosh, am I going to wait forever? Do I wait forever? Is this not my path? Am I meant to perhaps just move forward, and if it's destined, it shall be? Okay, internally speaking, it does come back to you. It comes back to you grounding yourself and focusing on self and building, but there is an opportunity. Now, financially speaking, I do feel for those of you who are running your own business, you're going to be focused on that. At times, though, I feel you're going to find it hard to focus. Others of you, I feel, you're not happy in your current place of employment. You're not getting the rewards that you're owed. But energetically, you remained because while you were processing, it was simpler to do. This can be for mortgages or anything of the such. Now, you have ambitions connected to what you want to do, what you want to be, and this is creating conflict inside yourself, because as much as you are doing you and you're feeling, you know, you're feeling balanced, So, you know, you've got a future. You know what you want. You're manifesting it. Again, 7 comes up as relevant for you guys. You are balanced, but you don't know what way it's going to be. And you are going to have to make a decision connected to an event that's happening around you. This could be 2 offers. This could be 2 roads. But in general, it feels 2. And again, for many of you, twin flame. Pregnancy comes up. Have fun with that one. Or, you know, an idea or inspiration directly connected to what's going to happen. But for some of you, I do feel you may be quite fertile. So I've warned you, be careful, otherwise it's already happened. Now, I feel change is going to happen, but it's when you get back to focusing on yourself. Just focus ground. I do feel as though you're not going to see it coming. And it will be upon a day of a headache. Because I can feel a headache all of a sudden. I don't actually have a headache. Now, who's this person? What's going on with this person? For some of you, you might be traveling somewhere. This can be directly connected to employment or upskilling, work. Yeah. Well, there you go. Give me a heads up if they contact you. Now, this person knows who's coming back. There is a soul connection to you. But remember I said I felt a third party, another energy coming in towards you. I'm going to find out who this person is. If they haven't already. You may be already directly dealing with them for many of you. Okay. This person you do have romantic feelings for. The one that's come in but isn't the person you've actually been waiting for. And I'll explain for those of you who none of this appears relevant. You're going to have 2 offers. Let's just keep it at that. For those of you who have had this person come in, which energetically I feel it's going to happen, you will have a connection in the sense that you'll feel, yeah, maybe. But they don't want to give it a chance. It's like no chemistry. Well, there is chemistry, but it's like it's not soul connection. So directly speaking, this person who's coming in, you've got romantic feelings for them, and it doesn't mean anything's happening. It's just this is an energy that's around. Not wanting to give it a chance because you're not really too invested in it. Chemistry there, yeah. But you know this isn't like a soul contract. Okay? The person you're waiting for. Now, they've got lots going on. Coming into the month, they're not going to want to deal with family. They're really not. They're not wanting to look at money. They're not. Look, usually when this is in reverse, it's like, okay, why aren't they doing this? No, I'm not feeling that. I'm literally feeling it's like they've spiritually awoken and they've gone, you know what? I need to think about me. This is not about money. This is not about family. I literally need to get to a place where I'm just getting real. And it's like a trigger's going to come. They're going to keep an open mind connected to this. They do know that you're their soulmate, twin flame, spiritual connection. They are going to go with the flow and let go of what's been holding them back. They will trust in this process, which I do feel they do trust in it. It's just been a bit of a process. Now, wedding. Now, for those of you who end up with a soulmate, twin flame, it's a soul contract. So, on the 3D or the 5D, you're spiritually married to them because you're one. So, it doesn't have to be a physical wedding, but it could be moving it to the next level. It could be a proposal. Again, it can be that emotionally speaking, the connection raises to a higher level. That can be them just acknowledging it in their mind or physically wishing for it to go in that direction in their mindset. Now, they have great passion for you. But, you know, the reason it's moving is because they're losing hope. And they're like, the reality of it, you know, going, gosh, you know, if I know all of this, what the hell am I doing? Do you know what I mean? Excuse my French. Not really. Okay, Final card for the person who is your soulmate, twin flame, love interest. They're coming back new. Any questions while I roll my durry and be naughty? Yeah, do something new. I feel energetically when you've, you know, got to a point where you need to do something new, you're actually directly and divinely guided. You want to know about love. The first thing I see around you isn't directly connected to love. It feels more burdens and responsibilities around you. I feel you've been carrying quite a bit. I do, and I don't know whether this is family members' energies coming through, but it feels as though there is a female figure who might be, you know, you're concerned about her. Yeah, you're worried about her. You're helping her. Also, look, there's a girlfriend as well I can see around you. She's very important to you. She's gone through a hard time as well. Now, if you haven't, I feel you've spoken to her. Does this make sense? Okay. Look, you have a lot of very powerful females in your life. Part of the aspect of your healing is grandmother, also mother. Now, these very strong females in your life have really made you the backbone, and you've really educated females in general around you of empowerment. This energy, romantically speaking, around you is it's an interesting energy. It holds history, but this history connected to it, how do I put it? Yes, you're frustrated, but you don't want to go over old ground. And it's almost like your energy has been taken elsewhere all the time. Please don't blame yourself, because a lot of it is not to do with you as per se. It's directly connected to, like, the universe is almost guiding you, so it's almost giving you situations to deal with so that you can gradually wean yourself to really focus in a certain direction. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Look, it feels hard. It does feel a hard energy. What do you want to know about your relationship? Because I feel energetically there's reasons why you feel you work so hard on it. But, you know, I do feel there was a time where you were carrying something, and I don't know what it is. It might have been carrying a financial burden or carrying an emotional burden, and having to deal with something. Yeah, good old bloody typing. I feel yes. Do you feel energetically you could... I feel yes. That's what I'm picking. If that makes sense. I feel a bit of travel around you as well. I don't know whether it's a family member. Look, a lot of triggers are coming up now, and, you know, a lot of purging happened last year. So what's happened is, you know, clarity in January is virtually impossible, because our intuition, especially at a psychic level, is like, you know how we get the feelers out and we're going, oh, I can sense that. Yes and no. It's almost like we don't quite know what's coming. We know something's coming, but we really don't quite know what's coming. We're not meant to. We're just supposed to put one foot in front of the other. You're going to get triggers connected. Do I stay or do I go? You can actually, I'll be trying to do some videos directly connected to our gift. I mean, we all go through this ourselves. When you're up in your head, you're not going to be able to tune. Yeah, if it was for someone else, you'd probably be okay. But directly connected to self, you're not wanting to see the reality of a situation. You need to forgive yourself connected to it, because energetically, you haven't communicated your truth. Maybe you need to have a self-talk, and it takes two to tango. It takes two to make it work. It can be due to, external situations that you're trying to make a perfect world, for the balance of the relationship. Do you have children involved in the situation? Which you did. You said daughter, right? Yes, I'm talking to Kim. Sorry, I shall be 5. Okay, it feels that's the reason that you're being too hard. And look, many of us, especially when we have a separation, we get into this energy of ownership. Now, we're one person. Energetically, yeah, you can be 2 people, but you're actually not meant to be. And you don't need to apologize for a shortcoming and a shortfall in a relationship. Energetically, it's healthy to have these crappy situations happen, and the reason is because that's part of the world. It's not perfect, and by having situations where you are a strong woman and you're educating your children on that level, I don't know why I'm saying children, but I do feel an energy of a grandchild. I don't know why, so I don't know when that's going to happen, but I do feel an energy of it, and it's going to be a girl. I do feel that's later though, so don't stress. I'm not sure. Yeah, there you go, granddaughter. So these women, it's like there's reasons why you are the woman that has gone through hell, because you've sent that frequency through your family, but you just haven't owned it yet. So when you own that and say, you know what, I'm assertive, I'm strong, I don't need to own another person's responsibility. I have everything I have to give to my child, whoever you love, the people in my life that are women, the people in my life in general. Stop taking on the burden of another person and stop feeling guilty, because if you connect the dots directly connected to where it stems from, 9 times out of 10, it's really not that you're wanting to actually go back. It's more you wanted to have that perfect dynamic for family. But that again can stem from our childhood as well. So just look at it that way for a while, meditate on it for a bit, and then you'll have the truth of what you want to do from there. If you remove family from the equation and just, feel the energy directly connected to them, have a truthful conversation with yourself, and then energetically decide what you're going to do. Energetically, I don't feel you will struggle. I do actually feel a firm business. So I don't feel you will, love. Don't panic. I think you're going to be just fine. I think a lot of Scorpions at the moment are dealing with that. It's like almost thinking, energetically step into your power. If you're doing something at a level, yeah, anytime. I'd love to talk to you. Look, energetically speaking for Scorpio at the moment, I feel don't give your power away. Know your worth and know your strength. The world's not perfect. It's not meant to be. This is what creates strength. Look at your life, for instance. Maybe sometimes because of our life, we do tend to then get triggered and say we want more for our children. But how did it wound us? It did, but it aided us. So then try not to then kind of sabotage theirs, because, what wounded you aided you in a sense of giving you tools in life. So there's no right or wrong. So if you're going through a dynamic where you've got children involved and you're dealing with things, please try and keep your frequency positive. Don't tap into the energy of, oh my gosh, X, Y, and Z is going to happen. Release it. Know that your guides are protecting you. Know that whatever's to be is divinely guided, and you're going to have that solid outcome. It's going to be fine. So try and steer clear of the negativity in a sense of panic. Get yourself grounded, tune out, and focus on the positive final outcome. That was a lot to read. I'm quick, I'm not that quick. Next question. I swear people aren't going to watch this video because they're going to be like, an hour? Over an hour? Look, if something directly relates to you, Chelsea, this happens a lot. Anyway, I'll get to the point. I worked in the care field for many years, and especially people that have dementia, and people that sometimes have bipolar, they sink in and out of, consciousness. They will say something random and it will directly connect to you, and you'll think, I know what they were saying, and then they'll slip back into the way they were. If something directly connects with you, the message was meant for you. That's what I was trying to say. What was that, Jen? I apologise. I can't talk and read and talk and read. Keep an eye on the clock. Oh, God. Okay, what did Jen write? Further up. Should I talk to her before she leaves? Yes, you should. You're undecided. You're on the fence at the moment. I did say you guys were fence sitting. Should you be worried about your son? I'm just worried, and my son's father blocks me. How is he blocking you? Does he have custody of the child? Never buy into a toxic energy, in a sense where if you're separated and the partner, your ex-partner, may be toxic and they might be feeding your children things. Honestly speaking, white light your children. You can't do anything about that. The only thing you can do is provide support and love and nurturing when they're home, and provide that safe ground to fall. Energetically, it will aid them in the future, but try and do what you can to support them. Obviously, if it's very toxic, removal will be needed. But if you feel guided to talk to them, definitely do, regardless of what the father wants. Try and move towards gaining that access in some shape or form, even if it means legal. Follow your gut connected to it. Or write letters and send them so that the emotional connection can be there. And keep copies so they know later that you have tried. It can give them help and closure. Will he tell you the truth and take off the mask? I do feel it's coming. Yeah, I do feel so. A bit blocked still at the moment. Your twin flame. Giggle glimmer. Should you make contact? If you're feeling energetically they're contacting you, they will end up contacting you. I did discuss with a client today about scrying. My situation came through via a mirror, and that was them saying they wanted contact. So it just depends on how it links. Last question. Well, that's what February's about. The clarity is going to come in February. Should you stay or should you go? If you wanted to go, you would have gone by now. So energetically, 9 times out of 10 when we haven't left, it's because we haven't received or quit yet. So you will know, and really it's a decision and a road you're walking. I do sort of feel, I think Libran's up already. Libran's already recorded. It's there for you. I do feel as though okay, I'm being shown a location. Are you waiting for them Are you waiting for them? Are they somewhere? Thank you, Bright Blue. Appreciate the compliment. Okay, now I'm seeing a wall. What is this wall I'm visually being shown? It's a building. It feels like a jail. I don't know why. It could be a metaphor, but it feels like a prison. Waiting on Chelsea's reply. Okay, it feels like a prison. I don't know why. Now, this emotionally could be a prison where they are. It could be that they've built a wall up, but it feels like an actual building. So I don't know whether it's a building. What location are they in? Do you know where they are? Because I'm actually seeing maybe a different area, a different country. Yeah, well, there you go. They're stuck at the moment. You're going to need to be a bit patient with it. I do feel you'll have contact though, but it's going to be a really weird conversation. Don't take it personal. It's temporary. Last question. Yeah, there you go. Different location. Thank you for all of you who are new. Welcome. I hope you've enjoyed this. Oh, okay. Anyone who is a follower of mine, gratitude to you. Thank you for following me. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Love the way you guys comment, because I love to actually read it, and that actually does help me tune into the actual energy that you guys hold. If you're wanting a booking in February, which I failed to actually communicate this on all the others, so I'm going to have to actually do a separate video connected to the twin flame bookings. In February, if you book a twin flame reading, you will go in the running for a twin flame gift set. That is on the website, so if you want to look at it, I won't have the website directly linked below. And it does have it's sort of like aromatherapy, so to speak, in a sense of meditation. The oils directly connected to it are the ones that were with the three wise men, and connected to twin flames. So the colors are connected to also, the meditation of the masculine, the feminine, and the trinity in between. So it's a good way to actually meditate on the situation and try and get yourself grounded, where you're really feeling you're struggling. I mean, I use it when I do my twin flame videos. I also use frankincense, which is the oils that are directly inside the candle. So if you want to have a look, feel free. But any bookings in February, go in the running with it, and I will be running some more promotions as well. So a big thank you, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll see you as soon as I possibly can today, hopefully. I do have a 2-hour drive, so I'll try and get as grounded as I can. Bye.